Hey there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. Welcome to JKTV. Oh, whatever. Man. Alright, y'all. I'm sorry, but I've got to ask y'all a question, alright? Okay, hypothetically, say you were on a pirate's boat, and say you're relaxing, eating a bean sandwich, drinking tuna fish oil straight from the can, just having a good time, right? Well, out of nowhere, this other pirate by the name of Two-Tooth Charlie, who, if I'm being completely honest, needs a name change because I only saw one tooth. Well, anyways, he comes over and challenges you to a classic pirate dance-off. Now, I'm not one to shy away from a dance-off, but I'm a new pirate, and so I don't know all the new moves. So anywho, he starts dancing and stuff, and he's like really good, and then it was my turn. I didn't know what to do, so I did a move I created called the Sick Parrot. It's basically just like you hike your arms up like they're feet and move your back in and out like you're sick and about to throw up. I don't know, it's terrible, but I couldn't think of anything. And then it was my turn again, and I just did a move I called the Curvy Scurvy. And I moved so fast I feel like I dislocated my hip. It was awful. And as soon as I finished, people laughed and the guy just made a fool out of me. And now, well, I'm mad. This guy embarrassed me in front of all these people, and I'm gonna do something about it. Now, I'm not sure what I should do. Now, a normal person would move on and forget the whole situation. But I'm not a good person anymore. Remember? I'm a pirate! So now the question is, what would a pirate do? Steal his ship? Fill his cupboards full of roaches? Steal his peg leg? I don't know, but man, I just want to get some payback, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna head out. See y'all in a bit.
Well, it looks like Carl has a hard choice ahead of him. He can choose to get back at the other guy and try to get even, or Carl can choose to forgive and let it go. What do you think you would do? Because I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of times in my life that I felt like getting back at others. I mean, it's so easy to get angry and want to hurt others the way they hurt us. It's also tempting to just live our life the way we want instead of listening to how God wants us to live. But that is our job. When we follow Jesus, Jesus tells us that if we love Him, we will live like He did. Now, there are so many ways to describe Jesus, right? I mean, you can say He was patient, loving, kind, smart, and honest. But one word we usually don't mention, but is just as true as any of those others, is that Jesus was wise. If you remember correctly, being wise is knowing between right and wrong and choosing what's best. So you can imagine being wise as something that as followers of God, we should want to do. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been promised something and the person broke their promise? How did that make you feel? Not really good, right? Well, in the letters that James wrote to the church, we find out that God promises us something that's really amazing. In James 1:5, it says this, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you." God promises us that if we ask for wisdom, we will get it. It's not maybe we will get it, or maybe we won't. It's a promise, a guarantee. How cool is that? So that means when you're in a tough spot and you have to choose what is right or what is wrong, God is promising to help you by giving you wisdom. And this wisdom is the good wisdom. Let's read out of James chapter 3, verses 14 to 18. "But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and every evil practice."
Oh, I don't want that kind of wisdom.
But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness. So it's telling us there are two different kinds of wisdom. Wisdom that comes from the earth, which is no good for us, and then the other wisdom, which is from heaven, which is very good for us.
Hey Allie, what's today's big idea?
I can be wise by choosing to do good. Hey Journey kids, what's today's big idea? I can be wise by choosing to do good.
What's the king of all the school supplies?
I don't know. What?
The ruler.
Oh.
Hey friends! Welcome back to the adventures of Captain Callie. Okay, I'm still working on the title. Send me a message and let me know if you like it. Today I am hunting for some gold doubloons, also known as treasure. I think I found something behind this tree. Oh, but look at the question from one of my hearties. This message is from Captain Sarah out there on the island of Hawaii. How is it over there on the island of Hawaii? It must be far from the island of NYC. I thought pirates only did bad things. Can pirates be good too? That is such a great question. I know of many pirates. And yeah, they weren't all that nice when we think about it. There's the pirates who don't do anything. There's Purple Beard who takes people's PB&J sandwiches. Captain Hook who would chase Peter Pan around. And so many more from movies and books and TV shows. Wait a minute! I know I'm pretending to be a pirate today. So does that make me like the other pirates? Well, let's see. If I were a pirate, I would have to choose what to do with this treasure I found. I could keep all these goodies for myself and no one would ever have to know. But is that the right thing to do? Maybe today's Bible story will help me.
It's time for today's Bible story. For today's story, we're singing again from the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms is a book of songs or poems, and today it's all about doing good. Doing good, 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 doing good. Doing good keeps us out of trouble and keeps our parents happy. But more than that, it makes God happy. That's right. Psalm 1 tells us that when we choose to do good, it shows that we're staying close to God. And it's like the trees that are planted right by the water. They're guaranteed to grow the most delicious fruits and have the most beautiful flowers. Doing good, doing good, doing good. On the other hand, choosing not to do good may seem like a good idea at first, but Psalm 1 tells us that whatever comes from not doing good won't last. It's like when plants without water shrivel up and get blown away by the wind. It can be hard to choose to do good, especially when those around us don't. But Psalm 1 reminds us that we are never alone when we choose to do good over bad. God is watching over us and God is pleased. So let Psalms 1 remind you, I can be wise by choosing to do good.
Yo ho ho! I gave it some thought and that Bible story helped me tons. I know that some pirates have done a lot of mean things. Pirates don't follow the rules and they do whatever they want. And sometimes that means they are unkind. But I want to be different. I am Captain Callie, the good pirate. I can be wise by choosing to do good. And so I will share all the wonderful treasures here. The poppets, the lollipops, and the wonderful goodies. Yeah, that feels like the right thing to do, and I'm pretty sure God will be happy with the decision too. What are some other good things I can do? Send me your ideas. So, my hearties, thanks for tuning in for another adventure. Ahoy, friends! We can use that to say hello and goodbye. Thanks for tuning in today and growing with me. Peace!
What kind of school do you go to if you're an ice cream man?
Sunday school.
What kind of school do you go to if you're a giant?
Would it be high school?
What kind of school do you go to if you're a surfer?
Boarding school.
What kind of school do you go to if you're a King Arthur?
That'd be night school.
Ephesians 5:15. Be very careful in how you live, not as unwise, but as wise.
Glad you could join us, Carl.
Hey, Sarah, how's it going?
Oh, it's going really well. Hey, I was just talking with our Journey kids here, and I wanted to see how you were doing with the situation.
Well, I gotta be honest, I'm stuck. I really don't know what to do.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think is the right thing to do?
Kick him!
What?
I mean, be nice to him. Every part of me wants to be mean to him and make him feel embarrassed like he did me. But
what?
Well, it's not the right thing to do. It's definitely not what Jesus would want me to do.
Well, I think I can agree with you on that, Carl. But you know what? Have you asked God for wisdom?
Not really. Why?
Well, you should, because God will give it to you.
You're totally right. Plus, I know the wise thing is to be like Jesus, and I can be wise by choosing to do good. And doing good is definitely not kicking people. And then it was my turn again, and I just did a move I called this curvy skirt. Okay. Impersonate bar. Remember, I'm a pirate! So now I can do this. Ooh.
Ellie, what's today's big idea? Oh.
I
Can be wise to choose wise.
Good. Okay, you gotta look at the camera this time. Hey, Journey kids, what's today's big idea? I did that wrong. The whole thing?
Hey, Journey kids, what's today's big idea?
I can be wise by
by
choosing good.
good.
I
Can do
wise
good. Wise.
by
Choosing
choosing to
to
do
do good.
I
Can
can be
choose
wise
to
by
to choose
no,
to be good.
choosing to
To
do
be
good. I can be wise.
Wise to choosing to do good.
Is definitely not kicking people.